I remember when I was in grade 8, so about 12, 13 years old. I would come back from my football practice, go to my local supermarket, and just buy the worst food. I mean, I'm talking Haribo, Pringles, 750 mLs of Sprite or either Mountain Dew. And I'd eat all of that in one sitting. Yes, you heard me right. After coming back from football practice, I bought a big can of Pringles, the family size Haribo, which is this big, and 750 mils of Mountain Dew. And I'd also add biscuits on top of it. And I'd finish that in one sitting. And I don't know how I lived. I don't know how my mental health didn't get even worse than it already was at that age. Because with that, I also had poor sleep. I was just horrible at that age. But now, when I look back at it, I was just like, why? Why did I do that to myself, you know? Why harm myself in that way? Why decrease my potential by eating this shit food, this horrible food? When now, this morning I just ate 4 eggs with a shit ton of cheese, and now I'm waiting to eat my second meal of the day, which is a buttload of chicken and a protein shake that I'm going to be making later on with some nuts. And I'm eternally grateful for how much progress I've made in terms of my diets. Reason being is that diet is one of the most important things in your life. If your diet is shit, it indicates that your body's health will be shits, your mental health will be shits. Just overall, if you have a shit diet, your life is probably shit. But if you have a good diet, you probably have a good life. And the most important thing that a good diet can do to you is that it'll make you much sharper when you're doing your work or when you're doing something that's aligned with your purpose. Now, a year ago, to this day, I was studying for my ministry exams. And before this general revision period to study for my ministry exams, my diet was horrible. I mean, I was eating anything and everything that came in my way, besides sweets, because I had gone past that. I had gone past eating Pringles and sweets like I did when I was 12 and 13. But still, I was ordering takeout every single day. No, not every single day, but very frequently I was ordering takeout. And just overall, my diet wasn't very good. But then during that time period, I set a diet plan where I would only eat 2 to 3 meals a day, consisting of very healthy meals. I was just spamming eggs. I was just spamming eggs and cheese the entire time. And with that, when I was ordering food, I ordered food at, I wouldn't say healthy restaurants, but I would be constantly ordering chicken. Just spamming chicken and eggs throughout that entire journey. And it honestly really helped me out during that time because I was laser focused on my studies. Nothing could distract me. Barely anything could distract me from my studies. I was fully focused. But obviously, I mean, I did screw up. I did have a cheat meal every week or 2 weeks or so. And I'd have these cheat meals maybe twice a month or maybe even 4 times a month if I was feeling very shit. But overall, my diet was at its peak a year ago. And now that I've, lived life and relaxed after that general revision period and my ministry exams, my diet has started to worsen. But these past few weeks, I've started to better my diets, especially during this Ramadan season, which just ended. I lost, I think, 5 kilos, most of that being fat. Some of it being muscle as well, but fat was significantly lost. Now I feel much healthier. I mean, I've got veins, well, obviously, because I'm not that muscular, but they're more imminent, if I can say. They're more visible. And I just feel all around way fitter, way better. And now I'm starting to spam eggs again. And this is a very, very good hack. Spam eggs. Eggs and meat. Whether it's beef, chicken, any type of meat, just spam these two things. And your mind and your body will feel so sharp and active and fast. It's honestly the best feeling in the world. I don't know why people are not focusing on their diet as much as they should be. I mean, I see people all around me. My mom, my dad, my sisters, my brother. Even some of my friends out there. They order these processed shit food and they eat Lay's and Pringles and these just awful food. And they eat it for their short-term pleasure. When I have almost surpassed that. I'm at a level now where I've surpassed eating Lay's and Pringles because I love myself enough not to eat that type of junk food. But I do have some guilty pleasures in terms of food, like a chocolate lava cake. Anytime I see it, I order it. It's my guilty pleasure. I love eating it. But I eat that maybe once a month, twice a month if I'm feeling like it. But I'm not out here ordering that shit every single week or, God forbid, every single fucking day. You know, with a good diet, you either remove the shit processed food and only focus on single ingredients, or cut it out drastically in your life. Drastically cut that shit out. Me personally, I remember even in that time period, when I was 11, 12, and 13, my diet was horrible. I ate no home food. I was just eating junk food constantly, ordering pizzas, burgers, eating chips, eating jelly beans, so on and so forth. My diet was horrible. But now that I've started to focus more on my diet, you know, eating more single ingredient foods, using butter to cook instead of these crappy estrogenic seed oils, I've really started to feel my health improve a ton. You have to do it to try it. Because me explaining it, yes, you understand it, but you won't get it unless you try it for yourself. And before I sign off, the actionable step I want to give to you is to implement more single ingredient foods into your life. Now, what do I mean by single ingredient foods? Eggs, one ingredient. Potatoes, one ingredient. Chicken, steak, strawberries, your fruits, your vegetables, your nuts. All of those foods, try to implement them more into your diet. And just see how your health will just skyrocket. And how good and sharp you'll feel. And how you'll destroy your competition with your healthy diets. And as the saying goes, be happy because of your constant unhappiness, or just however that fucking quote goes. Now get out of here.